it's time that we honestly have a conversation, because there's, like everybody's saying, you can't make America great again when it was never great to begin with. Like, let's look at our history. Let's be honest about what we're doing to each other, the oppression that's going on, the rights that's being taken away. Where is the NRA? Like, Philando Castile, like, he had an illegal gun. For anybody else, they come out. So time and time again, you say equality, but you show us otherwise. So when are you guys gonna practice what you preach and say what you're gonna do and be honest? Because we don't believe it. Like, we don't believe it at this point.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Isn't it a shame we still have to say this shit? Yes. Isn't it a shame that we're still out here year after year after year? Y'all have been out here every Monday. Year after year, so many of us have been saying the names of trans people, queer people, women, men, children, lost to police brutality. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. Who signed up to live in this shit? Who said this is okay? Who set things up this way? And why the fuck do we accept it? From now on, anytime an act of racism happens, shit needs to be shut down. Not just for shootings, not just for non-indictment. Every act of racism, the racist gentrification happening in Harlem, shut the fuck down. Police brutality, shut the hell down. Racism in schools, housing, shut the hell down. We can't take this anymore. And every second we let go by, and we just keep on going. Every second we let business as usual continue. We lay down and let this shit happen to us over and over and over again. I want everyone to leave here today saying this is enough. Say it, this is enough. 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 This is enough.
This is what we are up against. But what we can do as a community is to decolonize the perception of gender and race, right? To elevate our community beyond what white supremacists told us to be. This is the legacy we should be leaving. We cannot move society forward and mobilize society forward when we ourselves is embracing the capitalist post-colonial experience. It is a death of our legacy. Until we realize that in people, we can set ourselves free. I'm not talking about legislation. I'm not talking about laws. I'm talking about working together as a community to set us free.
I come out here to talk to African people. I come out here to talk to African people because every day is black. Black, 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 black. Am I right? You right. Okay, so I come out here to talk to African people. And what I have to say to African people tonight at this action is that you must meet your responsibility and duty as an African to serve and protect your own people. If I want to call the pigs tonight, can you come to my house instead? If I need assistance in my house, will you come instead? Those are your responsibilities, to build those programs to serve your own people. Stop putting your own people at risk of harm from people, organizations, and institutions that are guaranteed to harm you.
It's Jordan with TYT Politics. I'm out here at a march for Charleena Lyles. She's a 30-year-old woman who was killed by Seattle police yesterday. Looks like there's a few hundred people here right now. We're on 115th and Malcolm X Boulevard, and I'm with Josh, who spoke earlier. You spoke about enough. Enough is enough. Talk to me about this latest. I mean, murder is the only thing you can call it.
Yeah, it's a murder. It's the latest murder in a centuries-long project of murder of black people in this country and around the world. So many of the organizers that are here today
from the New York City Shut It Down organizers to the Black Excellence Collective organizers to Why Accountability and constituents from all across New York City. We're tired of this. We're fed up. People, we've been out here every Monday for years, for 2 years now, and it never seems to end. Every time we come out here, there's more names, there's more banners to hold, and there's more people that we've lost, and we're tired of it. We're tired of it.
You know, she was pregnant. She called the police citing a burglary. I don't know why they came with 2 people claiming because she was mentally ill, but literally it seems within a minute it escalated from a civil conversation to multiple rounds of gunfire. And it's that same record every time. They say they were in fear of their life, but the facts are she was very tiny. And you have other ways, tasering, things like that. How do you get past that bullshit of the police every time they say this? How do you get past that to actually bring accountability?
Right, well, we understand that it's a lie. When they say that they're fearing for their lives, it's a lie. This is a mother of 3 children who's pregnant and expecting another one, and her house was just burglarized. She has no reason to cause threat to 2 officers. She has no reason to do that. In fact, what's going on is they're just lying. They lie consistently to make excuses and cover up for a project of Black death that they carry out and drag in the media to terrorize us. This is a project of the U.S. government terrorizing Black people all across the nation. They kill us and then they give our deaths high publicity in order to show that we can be killed and there's no accountability, to show us that we're worthless, and that's the way that we've been treated by the U.S. government for centuries in this country.
It also strikes me that these police officers would shoot her with an 11-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1-year-old right there.
I mean, I feel like what else is new at this point? Like, we see that they don't care. They say one thing and they continuously do another. Like, you don't get to fear your life when you get trained to do your job, and we don't. We're supposed to act like we're the trained ones, but you guys do this every day. Like, why choose a job that you don't know how to do or you're afraid to do? But then we're always the liability. Like, why do we get killed for no reason? And then the verdict always comes back the same. The verdict always comes back the same.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
And if we don't get it?
Shut it down!
And if we don't get it?
Shut it down!
The cops care about the blue code. They care about the blue line. They care about maintaining their jobs and doing their thing. Using their power on excessive force, they protect the corporations. They have no interest in protecting people of color, trans people, queer people, nobody but the corporate interests that pay them to do so. They no longer serve and protect. They're here murdering Black people on the streets. There's no accountability. What are we gonna do now with Jeff Sessions as the Attorney General? I thought about that when Philando Castile was murdered and his officer was acquitted. The man who took his life in his car was acquitted. I think to myself, like, okay, well, surely somebody will step in. Surely somebody can step in and open a federal investigation. Who's responsible for that? Jeff Sessions, a fucking racist, bigoted KKK supporter.
The crazy thing is the minority is the majority. I'm just waiting for us to realize it. Like, let's literally shut shit down. If we don't show up to work, the corporations don't work. So let's put it where it hurts. They play with money. We got to start playing with money too. Humanity is about all of us. It can't be one person versus the other. We all have to grow together or none of us win. And that's the truth.